Should you be starting a general Shopify store or a niche Shopify store in 2018? What's up, everyone? Sri Kanase here, and today we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and it is general or niche. I hear a lot of talk about whether a newcomer should be starting a general store or a niche store, and then a lot of confusion comes up with this topic. And I just wanted to clear some things in this video. And this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to be telling you either you should be starting a general store or a niche store, but I'm going to be basically outlining the pros and cons of both and then leaving it up to you to decide. But then I will have a strong suggestion towards one of these two, and I will reveal which one I recommend at the end of this video. So definitely do watch the full video, and also, like always, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're growing super fast, and this value is extremely powerful in your Shopify journey. So let's begin. So I want to start out with niche first and basically let you guys know everything that I have found out about niche stores and my own experience after starting my own niche store. And I did start a niche store when I first began. My current main store is a niche store. But for a niche store, the number one point is that you need to spend time researching a niche slash choosing a niche based on your own knowledge. So either research a niche out there, and this can be based on Google Trends or other marketing platforms such as Facebook ads or Pinterest. See what's being posted, what kind of items are being posted on these advertising platforms and what categories they're in. And then try to make your own store revolve around similar types of products. So maybe if you see a lot of dog necklaces or dog bracelets on Facebook, you may want to make a store related to dogs, but try to stay away from the products that you have already seen being advertised a lot and try to bring your own twist to the products. Maybe some new styles of dog bracelets or necklaces or whatever. But you need to definitely spend a little bit of time researching a niche, but don't spend too much time because a lot of people get too busy trying to find a niche, and then as time goes on, they slowly lose interest and then end up not doing anything at all. So to minimize that happening, you want to maybe spend 2 to 3 days at the most trying to find a good niche and then jumping right into it. And the number two point is for a niche store is that it is much easier to handle a niche store because the products relate around a specific topic. Again, going back to the dog niche, if you just have a store based around the dog niche, it's much easier to just add the dog related products because you know exactly what to add. You can add dog necklaces, dog bracelets, dog collars, whatever you want, and it only has to relate around one specific niche. And it's not like that for general stores, but I'll go more in depth in general stores in a few minutes. But the third point on my list is that when it comes time to scale your ad sets, once you find the winning ad sets, it's much easier to scale a niche store because the lookalike audience are super beneficial and super powerful. You're basically able to target similar audiences that already came on your store, and the reason why it's so powerful is because you're in a niche. So the people that do come to your store most likely have similar interests. So this is why it's so important for a niche store to use the lookalike audiences to scale their stores up to 6 figures. And the fourth item on my list is that if the niche ends up unprofitable, it's a lot of money wasted and the time that's also wasted in this process. Because not everybody is able to find a profitable niche right away. I myself had to close down 2 niche stores when I first began because they were just unprofitable. And what happens after this is you become demotivated, and this leads to thoughts such as dropshipping is dead, dropshipping is dying, etc. And these are some thoughts that did come to my mind when I failed with my first 2 stores. So this is definitely a con of niche stores. And the fifth item on my list is that it's actually easier to establish solid email flows and make tons of profit through the email marketing side because again, it's a niche store, so you have to word your emails or send promotional emails related to that specific niche. And you know exactly what kind of words or sentences the people in your niche associate with. And this is very important when it comes to email marketing because you want to know the type of language that your customers use and how they speak through that language. So now let's jump to general store and what I think about general stores. So for a general store, there are a plethora of item categories to choose from. You literally have no limitation as to what to list and what not to list on your general store because simply it's a general store. You can do whatever the hell you want because it's your general store. And the second point is that you can easily test hundreds of products back to back because as you do your product research, you'll find tons of different products in different categories, and you're not limited to any specific category. So you can literally try testing every single product that you see. And this is not the same way for the niche stores, because it may take some more time to find items related to that specific niche, and you may even run out of ideas. The store that I'm most profitable in is a niche store, and I do sometimes run out of ideas, but it's still profitable. So it doesn't mean that just because you run out of ideas, you're not going to make any profits. But there's no limitation for a general store. You can test as many products as you like. And the bad side about a general store is that the Facebook lookalike audiences are unbeneficial. There's just too much data mix. There are different kinds of people coming onto your store with possibly different interests. For one, you may be targeting dog necklaces with the main age group of 18 to 34, but then you decide to target maybe wheelchairs because you decide to sell wheelchairs, and then it's targeting basically an older group of individuals. So as you can see, it gets kind of mixed up. And this is the reason why the lookalike audiences for Facebook become unbeneficial. However, for a general store, there's a lower risk of losing money because, again, you can test whatever the hell you want. So you don't have to stick to one niche. You can literally try item after item. So if one item in the dog niche doesn't work out, maybe you can go to the fashion niche and try something else. So this is why a general store is such a good idea if you are scared of losing too much money in the process. But again, if you have one specific niche in mind that you think you can absolutely tackle and make good money with, by all means, do open a store for that niche. The fifth item on my list is that it is harder to establish solid back-end marketing for general stores because, again, this is because of the mix of audiences. Older people may not usually be interested in the same items as the younger individuals are, so it becomes harder as to what to send for the promotional emails. But overall, what I would like to suggest for newcomers who don't have a specific idea in mind that they want to go in is to start out with a general store. A general store just gives you a lot of the freedom that you want to basically test whatever you want and have a higher chance of succeeding with one of the items. Because let's say you choose a niche, but then later on you find out that it's not profitable because there's not too much competition in that niche and not too many people are interested. So you just have to basically close down that store, and if you still want to continue your e-commerce journey, maybe open up another one. But for a general store, if you find out one of the categories of items doesn't sell, such as maybe the dog bracelets don't sell as much, you can just stop selling them and list some other items in other categories. So this is why I recommend a general store for anyone that's new, because it just puts you at a lower risk of losing a lot of money. So I hope this video was helpful for you all, and if it was, just hit that subscribe button. This is quality content that I'm sure no one else provides. And let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any further questions. I'll be happy to answer. See you guys next time.